Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here with Shughead Gaming, bringing you my review for the Arcslinger, developed by Big Red Button. And while this is currently available on various VR platforms, this review will of course be on the PSVR version and reviewed on the PS4 Pro. The Arcslinger released this March 15th for an estimated price of $14. Of course, that depends on your region. When the world is in danger, the people turn to a hero. Entrusted with a mythical gun, Angelheart, you must take down the villainous Goldsmoke and his dastardly gang. Do you have what it takes to become the Arcslinger? This game was originally designed for the mobile Daydream headset, but now releases upgraded with two-handed controls for the PSVR. Does this mobile shooter stand up in the current field of two-handed wave shooters? Let's find out. As always guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing, and for video updates, hit that bell icon. And remember, if you want more PSVR news and info, check Shughead Gaming out on Twitter and Facebook. As always, let's kick this review off with a look at graphics. The Arcslinger right out of the gate feels like a quality and polished title. This isn't to say it's a visual masterpiece, but given its mobile roots, it certainly feels refined working within that framework and hardware limitations. Coming off far superior to the previous Western shooter we saw on PSVR, Guns and Stories. Unlike the latter title, the Arcslinger's visuals are mostly void of the horrible jagged edges that plague Guns and Stories, and instead offers its bright cartoon visuals with competence. Gun models are sharp and character animations, while simple, work in this cartoony visual style, where even explosions look almost like drawn animations filtered through computer animation. Environment styles could have been more varied, as they tended to cycle and repeat as we went throughout the campaign, but what is here, like the rest of the visual package, is polished and well made. Sound is up next.
Shoot anything that comes out them doors. Shouldn't be too hard. I can do this.
He can't sling with us!
Yeah!
Only a hero may carry a heart. Yep, that would be me.
Dagnabbit! He got me!
Nice shot, baby.
Do not call me baby.
Sweetheart, lead lady, sugar ring, son of a gun, daughter of a gun.
Offering up a mixed bag of sorts, the Arcslinger offers a rather uneven audio package. Gun sounds come off as weak and repetitive, hindered by its limit to two revolver styles and simply uninspired audio design. And in my opinion, the primary thing a wave shooter needs to nail audio-wise. Surrounding sound effects fare slightly better, checking off all the expected boxes of grunts, explosions, and taunts. Similarly with the music, the Arcslinger fills the background with competent although derivative music, with the expected sci-fi meets western score. However, where the Arcslinger really shines is with its voice work that plays over the top of the gameplay and in cutscenes to deliver the game's narrative. Although fairly forgettable, the narrative is told exceptionally well due to the voice talent caliber from the likes of Nolan North and the like. I certainly did not expect to hear this type of voice talent in a mobile VR game and a wave shooter to boot, but I was pleasantly surprised. While the voice work definitely hits way above the weight class of the rest of the sound mix, the overall effort still comes off fairly polished nonetheless. And that brings us to gameplay. Well, it's a wave shooter, so don't expect much here, folks. That being said, I do love me a good wave shooter, and just like Nickelback is to rock music, wave shooters may not be high art, but they can still deliver the goods in short doses. Unfortunately for me though, the Arcslinger just doesn't have the gun fun that I look for to carry my interest levels much past the first 20 minutes or so. As a mobile game first with only head tracking to aim, gunplay here now brought forward to the two move controllers often feels clunky due to the exaggerated recoil depicted on screen. When using head aiming, this was probably fine, but here when I'm actually holding those guns, the end result was gunplay that felt like the guns kept popping in and out of my real hands, making the tracking feel really janky. The tracking here is just fine, but the overall effect was floaty and unsatisfying. As with all wave shooters, there's often a gimmick at hand, and the Arcslinger is no exception. Here it comes in the form of power-ups called arcs that you sling. Hence the super creative name. Any 3 of the available 12 power-ups can be assigned to a flip of your dominant hand, and can fire off enhanced rounds like incendiary rounds and the ability to slow time. Arcs can be upgraded with an in-game currency, and although they have a cooldown rate, once leveled up, they make the game far too easy in the later stages. Repeating the approximately 1 hour campaign is kind of the point here, as you can carry forward a leveled up arc, but without the ability to increase the game's difficulty and really no gun variety beyond the arcs, this point became less enthralling. As such, the short campaign featuring round after round of pattern-based AI mixed up by a few boss fights and a target range is really what makes up the limited content on offer. 2 move controllers are required, and the game can be played either sitting or standing, with a moderate amount of room recommended for flailing arms, along with some weaving and bobbing to dodge attacks. Finally, motion sickness should be at a minimum. And finally, that brings us to fun factor in my final review. The Arcslinger is a polished wave shooter that on mobile platforms was a fun casual VR experience. Here on PSVR the same can be said, but it exists on a platform with higher expectations and more competition. As a result, the Arcslinger's simple combat often comes off like its story, briefly enjoyable but ultimately forgettable and bland. As you know, I hate number rating scales and instead rate games on a basis of buy, wait for a sale, or burn it to the ground. The Arcslinger for me is a definite wait for a sale. There are just so many quality wave shooters to choose from if you're looking to get your shooter fix. Anyways guys, that's it for me. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing, and for video updates, hit that bell icon. I'll catch you guys on my next video.